Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, Roger. Whatever happened to open discussions?
Oh yeah, that thing.
Once that one pops up?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Technical difficulties.
Once that one pops up?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to the first episode of Open Discussions.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good day. I'm your host, David, Open Discussions. Ariel.
Yeah.
So again, this is the first episode live stream going on Open Discussion Podcast. We've been talking about it for weeks. Live stream. It's here now. You guys been asking for it. Discussion Podcast, and we are here with our guest here now. So again, my name is Ariel. This is David. We're gonna go into our guest. So let's start with both of you. Right? Let's start with you. What's your age, occupation, and are you single or taken?
Lali. I'm 23.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. My name is Lali. I'm 23. I'm a certified medical assistant and I'm single.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey guys, my name is Estelle and I'm 20 and I'm a tax preparer and I'm single.
Okay. Single.
We like singing.
Yeah. So before we go into this, right, because we have a lot prepared and ready for you guys in the sense of a bottle here, we're about to open, have a little drink here and there. But let me ask you, right off the bat, why are you both single?
To be honest, I'm ready for a relationship. I don't feel like I'm honestly, I just don't think a relationship for me at this moment is what I want or need.
Yeah. Okay.
I just feel like I'm just living like my best life right now. I'm not really worried about like being in a relationship.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you said you're not ready. Why do you think you're not ready? What disqualifies you from being ready?
I feel like I have a lot of trust and I overthink a lot because of my past relationships, and I don't want to bring that into like new relationships. So I rather just like focus on myself and just work on things that I feel like I need to better myself on and to put myself out there.
Okay, so what are those things you think you need to work on?
Honestly, I feel like I have commitment issues, staying committed to one person, and I feel like that falls with trust issues. Like I have a fear of like obviously not getting cheated on first, so I always think the other person's doing something. And again, I feel like it's because of my past relationships that did that, so that's why I'd rather just stay single.
Okay, but how would you fix that? Like, okay, so that's what you need to work on. How would you fix the trust issues? How can you open yourself up to actually trust a man the next time you wanted to give a man a chance? How can you even fix that?
I feel like it depends a lot on the guy. Like I don't really like them lying to me, or if I catch them in a lie, like it just automatically, okay, I can't trust you. And it's like if you can't be honest with me, just simply even with things that I like that you might not want to tell me or be truthful about, it's like okay, but that matters to me, you know?
Okay, but are you being honest with him?
Yes. I feel like I'm very honest. I feel like even if people don't want to hear something, I feel like I'm very open and honest. I always tell everyone like, okay, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't want that. So like, if that's what you want, then I'm not the girl for you at the moment.
That's actually makes sense. I would say that's actually a good thing to do. If you're really not trying to take a guy serious, you just say, hey, I'm not even trying to be dating. Then he's like, okay, bet I know where to put you in my roster. You know,
Yeah.
Like, I know where to put you at. You're not going to be. That makes sense. What about you, Itzel? I know you said you're living your best life, but how long are you going to be living your best life? Forever?
I don't know. I mean, there's times where I do get because I mean, obviously, who doesn't want a relationship? Who doesn't want to have like their other half? But at the same time, I just feel like I don't know, like I'll go into my different dating phases. Like sometimes I'll be like, okay, like I like to date when I'm happy. Like if I'm not in a happy, like if I'm not personally happy with myself, then I don't really like to talk to people because I feel like I'm always gonna attract crazy people. Like it's happened in the past. Like I've had so many like dating crazy stories, and like I'd rather just not date when I'm like not good mentally. But if I'm happy and like everything's flowing for me, I just feel like I don't have to try so hard. Everything flows for me. Like the guys that I meet will do like nice things for me. Like I don't have to try so hard, and you know, everything flows for me like as a woman. So yeah, so I would say at the moment, I don't think I'm really like. I just feel like I just want to find myself again, because I feel like I don't like whenever I'm talking to a guy and it makes me become, I don't want to say crazy. It's not. It's like making me second guess myself. Like if you're someone that's making me second guess myself, my worth, you know, like at first like everything out of nowhere they switch up. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? Like, why is it that you did X, Y, and Z for me at the beginning, and then once we're already talking, like you switch up? Like I don't like that. So that's whenever I kind of just
That kind of leads me into men who are driven and they carry themselves with pure intentions. I think that's super important, right? Any guy who comes in with a deceiving intention just to say what it is, just to try to sleep with you or whatever the case is, right? Whether they're serious or they don't want, or whether they're serious or they just want something to have fun, right? I think that really comes down to how, if they're intentional with you know, how they carry themselves. And I think that's for you to analyze, though. I think those are things that, you know, obviously going on a first date, no one really likes to repeat and cycle and continue to date to find if there's going to be the right man for you, right? But I think that's that's more societal programming than anything else. I don't think it's, you know, because again, back in the day, if we're talking more of like tradition, right? And we'll go into this. Like this is just a start, right? And we're kind of diving deep into this, but I think ultimately it comes down to a man who is intentional about what they want, right? Look, I'll be real with you guys. I'm in a dating phase. I'm in a phase where like I've gone on plenty of dates, but I'm always very upfront with what I want. If there's something I don't want that's not serious, I'm gonna let it be known, right? And if you don't like to stick around, that's cool. I respect that. But I think a lot of guys are. This is the reason why a lot of men are lying when they go on these dates, is because a lot of people would argue that women can't handle the truth, right? And so I think it's the wrong approach.
I would be one of those people.
But you know, that's the way it's moving, and that sucks because obviously women are out here looking for people who are intentional, who carry masculine traits, who are who are high value men. Men who are not intentional are not high value men. You have to carry yourself intentionally.
But I have a question. What do you mean that we can't handle the truth? Like, what is it like? Can you like set it in?
Yeah. Again, for a man, it's become a very competitive world where women's standards are super high. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that right off the bat, a lot of guys, maybe they don't see themselves in a position to compete with the guys that are up here. Because a lot of women say, well, I don't want to date an average man. I don't want to date you know what I'm saying, anyone who's making less than average, a short dude, they, you know what I'm saying, their expectation is 6 feet tall, 100K a year. Let's call it a day. That I'm down with that. Yeah. But an average man, this leads me to my first question. Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys know what the average height and average salary of a man in the US is?
I think the average height is like what, 5'6"?
Close.
5'6",
You?
Close.
And what about salary? Salary.
I'm not even worried about that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
50K.
Okay. You?
Oh, what?
Average height and average salary.
For
men in the US.
Men making
okay.
States.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I guess it just depends on them. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it would just depend, like, what type of guy you are.
Just guess.
Guys that work like a regular job, but then they have their side hustles.
Okay. This kind of, let me ask you, okay, I guess a better question is, would you date average or would you date above average?
Okay, so like I would say if you're average but you have potential and I see that you're someone that like, you know, like you're a hardworking person and you have goals, then okay. Like to me, like I see that.
Okay.
You get me? But if you're like a bum and like I have all of these things going for myself and like you don't like to move or like you don't like to do like I'm doing more than you, then why would I waste my time? I'm sorry, but like why would I like waste my time on someone that is just gonna like push me back? Like if I have so many things going for myself, like, you know, like either you have goals or have ambition or I see that you have that potential.
Yeah.
Like for me that would work.
Okay.
You know?
Real quick. Okay, let's say you made 150 a year, right? So you're putting yourself on this higher bracket of women. Are you looking for a man that's making more than what you're making, or are you cool with him being a manager at? Like, would that be okay with you? It's kind of like what we're saying. It's like you're elevating yourself so high, which is completely fine. But at a certain point, you're making it harder for you to find the man that you really want to complete your life. Not saying you can't find it. It's just making it so much harder. Now you really have to venture out further than just right here where you're at, because the men that are in your area are probably talking to a bunch of other women. So are you okay with the man that you want, which is making way more than you maybe, or even making more than you by just a little bit? Are you okay with him expressing his options because he's able to? We already know you're a beautiful woman, so you would already have options. You got options right now on your phone if you wanted to, right? You can exercise them, but you're maybe choosing not to.
Yeah.
So he has all these options. Are you okay with willing to sacrifice maybe all the extra stuff that he could provide because, you know, you want to be on that higher pedestal of a woman?
Well, I feel like it just depends though, because I feel like if you're a woman that is so successful, a lot of the times you just want someone to be there, like to have your back.
Just to be there?
Well, not to be there, but to help you. Like, okay, you already have so many things going on. Maybe like the person could be there to you, or maybe you guys could like do something together as a team. But I feel much later than dating, not at first. That would have to come like later on when you guys are like in a serious relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like it just depends. Like a lot of the times it's not always just about the money. Of course the money is good, you get me? But let's think about it. Like if you're already talking to like a girl that has so many things going on for herself, why would she want to talk to a guy for money? I mean, there is one.
No, I get it. I get it.
I
know where you're coming from. Well, look, to answer that question, and it's 5'8" to 5'9" on average height, $37K to $50K a year, right? So, again, look, we're talking about a perspective, generalizing this and saying a lot of women would not date an average man, right? So it does really come down to funds. It comes down to money. If a man who's making 100K, they're already part of the 10%. That's the reality of it, right? And if you ask a lot of girls out here, like that's what it is. If he ain't making more than 100K, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And so you ask him these questions of being, you know, well, I would, you know, it's not about money, it's about how he treats me and this and that. Okay, that's great. But I think that most of the time when women feel that they have all this going on, all this success and all, which is great, it's awesome. But as men, we don't necessarily care about success, not a woman's success, because we're in a position where it's like, okay, well, you know, if I meet a girl, if I meet a woman, like, how is she gonna make me feel? Is she gonna feel like she's up here with me? And if we are, then why are we together? We're not equal. Men and women are not equal, right? There's got to be a level of dominance in some sense. Women like to be led by a man that they're attracted to. And generally, this kind of leads me into something else, but generally women love based on how attracted they are to a guy. That's what it is. And that attraction really comes from whether you respect the man, whether it's experience, right? What kind of feeling does he give you when he takes you out? What kind of, how does he make you feel? Do you trust him enough to allow him to lead, right? Those are things that, yeah, we'll get into all of this in a second. Here, I know we kind of sidetracked a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We came in You know what? We're gonna let me open this. Yeah, open that bottle, and then we're just gonna take a shot, and then we'll go a little bit more generalized. But I know that was. How you guys feeling?
A little heated. No.
Oh, good.
Big shout out to the guys in the back. What's up? We're up, y'all on the team.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, bartender, go.
This is really good. You're really making some magic out here.
David
I don't
is
want to put a
bartender.
lot. I need to come work for you.
Where's your? You got yours?
This one right here.
That one there. Okay.
Make sure you pull up the logic.
Okay.
Everybody to
Oh, for the producers, man. Producers. Let's go. Thanks.
First one is Percy, bro.
I think that's hers. Yeah.
Is it yours?
Yeah, that's hers.
Okay, that's the shot one.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Here you go. You're welcome.
Wait, what is that? Is that
This is
tequila?
that other-
Yeah, it's
the
that's
other-
the voters. Yeah.
No, I thought you were gonna mix it.
Oh, okay,
I thought you
okay.
were
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
say
mix
that.
it here.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to mix it.
Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted to do.
Alright.
I didn't think you wanted to take like a full shot. Sip on a little bit.
All right. Salud.
Alright, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers.
talk.
Open discussions.
That one's actually not as bad as that one. It's cool, but
It's
It's
more
all
smooth, no?
It
Smoother.
is smoother, low key. Yeah.
smoother. Okay.
Way smoother. That
Way
was
smoother, right?
way
Yeah. Tastes
Y'all
like
like tequila?
no.
tequila.
You do? You probably don't, right?
How you know?
You look like you said that was
Yeah,
good.
you know, that was good.
That's correct.
Or whiskey. Yeah, you look
Scotch
like a whiskey
whiskey.
guy.
Scotch
Or
whiskey.
gin.
Do you like
Scotch
gin?
whiskey.
I do. Gin and tonic,
Gin
yeah.
is so dangerous.
Bombay,
I
something like
feel
that.
it.
That's what I was telling you about. When
Yeah.
I drank those 5 shots of it, it was on gin.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
no.
drinking gin no more. I'm
Me
doing
either. I blacked out at an event. with
Oh
gin.
no.
So I'll never
Alright.
do that.
Yeah,
Like,
don't do that.
no. It scared me. Okay.
Okay, so let's go into the first question. What traits do you look for in a man?
Well, you either way, but let's
Whichever wants to go
be
first.
a little bit specific on that. We can say what your ideal man would be.
There you go.
Because
My
right now,
ideal
you
man.
also said you're not, one. So,
Yeah.
those other traits are maybe you're personally not looking right now either. So those other traits of what you might want would possibly.
I mean, I
come
do
along.
have an idea of what I want in a man. I guess I really want some like a provider, protector. I guess basically like the old school. I love old school love. Like that's what I really
Tradition.
am into. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want someone to take care of me, but like not to the point where like I don't work. Like just don't work and then like completely take care of me. I don't want that. I just want someone that's gonna like be there for me when I need it. Like I want to be my own person. I want to work for my own self, do my own things, but I just want someone there that's gonna be there at the end of the day, like through everything.
So you just want a sidekick. So you just want a side piece.
No, not a side piece. No, not at all. I don't want a side piece. I do want a man, but like just not right now. Because I also do have a daughter, so I want someone
Okay.
that's gonna like be, like not a father figure. I don't want to look for a father for my daughter. I just want someone that is gonna be there. She's gonna be like, oh my god, I love the way he treats my mom. I love the way that he takes care of her. Just things like that.
Well, to an extent, because you saying you don't want him to be a father figure for her. Real quick, how old is she?
She's 3.
Okay. You saying you don't want a father figure for her.
Well, not like a father figure, but like I don't want like someone to come into my life thinking that they have to take care of my child because she's my child. Which I mean, it should be like that, but I don't want the person to think like right off the bat, like, oh my gosh, she has a kid, like fuck, I have to take care of her kid, But then I do want someone like that,
I mean,
like in the
that's-
back
you're
of his
gonna sit in
head. I
between.
want someone that,
Yeah.
that is in the back of his head, and like, okay, I know we're not nothing serious, but I do want to get to that point. I know that her daughter is someone very important in her life, and I have to like think about her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, almost to an extent, I feel like it goes both ways. From what I hear, is when you say that when you meet the guy, that you don't want him to think that he's gonna be.
He's gonna take the father role right
Yeah.
off the.
We
Yeah.
are automatic. When
Yeah.
you say I have one kid, we're like, okay, do I really want to take this even further to the first date, take it to the second date? Because I already know I'm gonna be the stepdad if that's what you're willing to do. So we're already thinking,
Yeah.
is she worth me doing all this extra stuff because she has some baggage. Is she worth that? I don't know yet. And see, when you say that, it's the opposite. Women would like to say the same thing. I want a man that has no kids. This is that.
Yeah.
Why do you want that though? Don't you want to see if he has kids? You're able to see he can provide. He's taking care of his kids. He's there for his kids. He spends time with his kids. Okay, that's a green flag.
Yeah.
That's maybe a man I want to take care of my daughter. But you see how the misconception comes.
Yeah.
And would you say that is because of social media, or is it the people around you that are kind of doing some of the funky stuff, or what would you say that equates to?
I feel like it's the people around me. Yeah. Well, like, in a way, in a way, yeah. I don't know. I don't really think social media does, to be honest. I just feel like it's the people around me. Because I live in a very Mexican household, so it's just like...
Oh, there's a lot of cultural...
Yeah, it really is. So.
I was going to say something. So, I don't have kids, but there's a couple that I follow on social media. And the guy, he had, like, a previous, like, daughter with someone else. And so, the new partner that they met, she fell in love with him because she said that he was a good dad. That she would see that, like, they would, like... their relationship, how he was like very like protective over his daughter, how he would always put his daughter first, and that's something that she fell in love with. So I just feel like a lot of the times, I mean, you just never know. I mean, yeah, a lot of the times some people may not, like, they see someone that has a kid and they may be like, okay, like, no, like, that's not for me, but there will be someone else that, you know, you never know, you get me, like, everything will fall into place. And then also I just feel like you have that mentality where you're like, okay, like, I don't expect for a man to like step up, but I feel like you think like that because you're strong. You've had to be strong because you've gone through so much. So it's like you go into like meeting a man like, okay, like I'm not expecting anything. Like if it happens, it happens, and if not, then you get me? Because you know, like a lot of the times it sucks, but like sometimes guys will like see like a woman that has kids. And my mom, she was a single mom, but you get what I mean? Like, they think that they have to be saved or something. Yeah. And it's like, no, like, somebody that's strong and, like, you've been doing everything. Well, you know, like,
I have.
You've been taking care of your daughter, you know, like, so it's like, okay, like, you don't meet a guy necessarily thinking, like, oh, they're going to come and, like, take me out of this. Like, you want it to be genuine.
Yeah, I want it to be genuine just because they want to, not because it's like, oh, she has a kid or something, you know? I want it to be just because they want to. Like, I just want someone that wants to do things for me just because.
Yeah.
And don't think that's just you. Trust me, there's girls that I know with no kids and are looking for exactly what she just said. They want to be saved. They're waiting for a man to come along that's making that 6 figures a year and is like, come save me this like lower ended life.
No, yeah, that is. I know a lot of girls that are.
I'm just like, yo, why are you
opportunistic? That's
like,
what
you
it
should
is.
want to do things for your kids by yourself. Like, you shouldn't expect a man to come save you. Or that's just how I feel.
Okay.
What was I forgot what
The question is no. I like it.
No, yeah, but it was you, right? You were next. You're like.
I feel like I don't know you, but I can see that, you know, you're a strong person.
Thank you.
And like, you know, like, I mean, I don't have kids, but like I said, like my mom, she was a single mom. Like she had to take care of me for 3 years until she met my dad, and like stepped up. He decided to like, you know, like, it's part of the deal. You get me? Like, and, and like I still call him dad and everything, and I appreciate everything he's done for me. So.
It's good.
Yeah.
It goes on to you. What is it that you look for in a man?
Okay, so for me, okay. I don't know, like, to me, I just want to, I want to have my best friend, my protector. Like, I have so many, I don't know, like, I want us to grow. I want a person that I can grow with, that, you know, we can both work hard for our goals and save. I like for us to, like, have memories together, us make a difference, like us push each other to do and be better. Like I want a man that also believes in like God, because I just feel like I mean, he doesn't have to be perfect, but I feel like as long as he like believes in doing good, like I feel like that's gonna flow in our relationship. I want him to have like a good relationship with his family. I come from a Hispanic background. Family is like really important. Let's see.
How tall?
I mean, I'm a curvy person, so he better be.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'3", but he needs to be. He's not gonna cut it. Like, I don't know.
But you
need to
could
go
come
to the
skinny.
gym. Like, yeah, girl, I'm like 180. I kind of got a little. He needs to pick me up. I don't know. And like also, I don't like non-emotional men.
Yeah, not
Like, if I see
You want him to open up.
Yeah, if I see you, like, don't be acting like you're a statue. Like, be happy. Like, okay, babe. Like, I'm so happy to see you. Like, I like my partner to have those emotions. But also, I want him to be, like, to protect me. Like, whenever, he needs to step up as a man. And
But you also don't want a very emotional man.
no, because, girl.
Yeah.
You don't want to have an emotional man because they
act off emotions.
They act off of emotions, and look, it really comes down to their masculine sense, right? I mean, personally, me, if I get into a relationship, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't open up. I don't. Like when I'm going through something, I don't open up to my partner. Who I open up to is my boys. The reason I say that is because they understand me from a man to man. I'm not saying that my partner won't understand me, but I don't want her to see my weakness to say, hey, look, shit, like he goes through a wave of emotions. When things get really hard, like how is he really going to act? Is he going to be able to continue to push us and protect us and all that, right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If I display that, then I am seen as weak, and that's an issue with a relationship. Because you didn't fall in love with a weak man. You fell in love with a strong man. Someone who displayed themselves a certain way at the beginning. And if homeboy's over here being super emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like, you lose that attraction towards them. You lose that attraction and women end up finding opportunities elsewhere. Yep. Guys who will make them feel a certain kind of way. And that's really where the infidelity comes in. Because... I won't go into it. We'll go into cheating and all that, but that's really what it comes down to. So yeah, you mentioned non-emotional, but also not as emotional, right? It's just kind of like a barrier in between.
But I feel like us women,
You're
like,
no,
but I'm
but
talking about if we're like this, like, like we have each other's back. Like, I understand, like, not telling me like everything, but if you can't trust me enough to like tell me like, hey, like
what's going
on, how am I
gonna
have your back? Like, how can I help you if we're supposed to be a team? Like, if I love you, like, I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if I'm like with my partner and like we're like committed and we have something serious, and how am I gonna help you? Like, what can I do from my end? Like if you don't tell me like something's going on, like, I don't know, like, hey, like I'm going through something mentally, like what can I do from my end to like help you out if you don't tell me? And then let's say like I'm over here getting mad at you because you're not communicating or you're off because you're not doing certain things. And because you said that earlier, if I'm not mistaken, you said that y'all want like gonna be like, that's gonna be able to be led.
Yes.
Led, yeah.
How are we gonna do our part? I mean, obviously you don't have to put like the whole like load on us, but then I just feel like women are natural.
But a lot of guys, if you open up that space, a lot of guys are gonna, bring that load onto you.
See, I'll give you an example. Like, I was with somebody and I got a little frustrated. I was like, hey, I'm a little frustrated right now. I need you to just stop talking for a second, because if you keep talking, I'm gonna end up taking it out on you. Just let me think. That would be a good way of you just being there for support and understanding, hey, he's communicating, he's frustrated. If I keep talking, I'm gonna piss him off. Why would I keep talking just to push the buttons to piss him off? Why would I do that? But see, the thing is a lot of girls will be like, well, I know him, he's my man, I'm gonna just push it a little bit further. I want to get that out of him so I can hear why he's so frustrated. When we as men, when we know we don't have it how we need it to be, we're gonna just more go into our shell a little bit until we figure it out. Then we'll come and tell you, hey, this is why I was frustrated earlier. It was this, and this. and now I just know I need to do this. And then she'll be like, oh, okay, got you. That's what it needs to be. But women love to push,
Absolutely.
and not know when to back up. Like, if I tell you, hey, I'm good, ask one more time. And if I say I'm good, listen to my tone. If you can hear the tone is not where you want it to be, you need to just back it up and know, hey, if I keep pushing, it's not going to go where I want it to go. It's the same thing, vice versa. We can tell by the tone that you, when I first see you, like you said, if I first see you and you're super excited, today's going to be a good day. But if you're like, hey, then I know, hey, I know something's probably up with you. Whatever it is, let me ask her, elaborate a little bit more, and etc. Don't like to communicate the best. And I would say men don't as well, but that's why it comes beginning, like he said, that comes back on y'all finding the red flags in these men and how you times on the first date just to see if they change the answer. If they change the answer, red flag. That's probably not the right guy for me in this situation. Just because be deceiving to get me where he wants me to be, to either get in my pants or whatever the case is. But that goes back to y'all. Y'all can't just keep pushing everything on the men because we're doing the best we can to get whatever's available to us. Like I said, y'all have men in y'all's phones right now. Y'all can it's so don't have women lined up.
Land some shit. Like
it's not lined up like that.
You gotta put it away. You know, kind of going back to your point is that the reason we don't open up, the reason I don't open up is because, again, look, if you and I are together, it's because you trust me enough to lead you. And if I guess, as an example, I come home and you're having a great day. Why am I going to come home with my issues, whatever it is I got going on, to ruin your day? Mm-hmm. You know, it all comes down to self-awareness. A lot of guys are missing self-awareness. Read the room. You know what I'm saying? And this, you know, again, it sets you apart from a lot of guys who are over emotional, who can be, like I said, self-aware and just understand that, hey, look, you know, it's all on me. You know what I'm saying? If look, you have no kids, right? Mm-hmm. If you find someone, right? You find someone, you kick it off, it's going great, you get pregnant. You're trusting in him to lead you. Yep. Obviously, I'm sure you're going to want to raise a kid for maybe 2-3 years before going back to work or whatever the case is, going back into your business. So you're going to trust someone enough to lead you. Now, are you going to, once you're raising this kid or this child, are you going to feel super emotional about what he's going on through, what he's got going on every single day and be like, look, like I had a shit day, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And every single day it's the same thing, a repeated cycle.
The answer is hell.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
Fuck that.
I've been in a situation like that, and it was draining as fuck.
Yeah,
like it's good to communicate with your partner here and there to tell them how you're feeling, but if it's an everyday constant thing, every day you have a bad day, it's just like it's not gonna work out because I feel like it rubs off on you. Mm-hmm. You become like negative, you become down, and it's not a good feeling. So I do agree with you.
Okay, a good question. Somebody in the chat they said for the girl in the blue, what is the perfect marriage in her eyes?
Oh,
marriage?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like a perfect marriage? Okay. I worked at Barra.
Yeah,
I don't believe in perfect
right. Okay.
marriage because I used to believe in perfect marriage before I started working at a sports bar. I always one sports bar, and it was enough for me to know that a lot of men in there, they go in there, they waste their paychecks. Yep. They're literally, I had a guy with his wife and kids on his screensaver trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, bro, go to your family. Like, why are you doing this? Go to your family. I don't want to stick. Like, I get it.
Typical, like,
I get it though. I get it. Yeah.
I know.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it because it's like, okay, you go home, your wife probably bitches at you and everything, and it's just like you just want to go, want to get, you want someone to listen to you.
Do you feel like he's at home and that's why he's trying to look for attention?
Probably so, but even I've met people who give that attention and they still cheat. Like they're still unfaithful. Like marriage, I feel like people when they get married, they think of it as in like, oh my God, I'm like locked down, which it should be like that, like you're locked down, but it shouldn't, like you shouldn't feel like, oh, just because I'm locked down, I can't go do this, I can't go do that, Like as in like going out with your friends and going like that, not as in like meeting people. Obviously you should not be doing that. Like getting to know people, going on websites. So I feel like working at a sports bar, it definitely changed my perspective on marriage. I used to want to get married. Now I'm just like,
Well, you're 20.
I know, but I'm like, I don't want
You're
So you don't want to be married?
more.
actually this kind of leads me into you know, whoever watches this, they're probably gonna be feeling a certain way. Real prime years.
Yeah, I get it. Look, I went to Miami not that long ago, and this lady told me the exact same thing. She was like, because I told her, I was talking to her, I was like drunk as fuck at the beach, and she was just talking to me, and she was like, oh, so like, where are you from? Like, what are you doing here? And I was just telling her, like, what I was doing there. And I asked her if she was married or not, and she said that she was barely going through a divorce, but she said it was her second divorce. So she told me, she was like, honestly, like, marriage, people see it in a weird way. They think like you're supposed to stay down committed. She's like, I'm on my second marriage, like on my second divorce. She's like, life is, I don't think that was probably good advice. But I was just, she made me like see it in a different way, I guess. Like, okay, if I get married and with the person that I think is for me, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Do that. I only want to get married once. Like, I don't want to go through the whole, you know, but you can't control life. You can't control what happens in life. So that's why I'm like, at this now, no, I don't think
that's
about
why I feel
that.
like social media is, for example, if you pay attention to the Kardashians, or if you pay attention to Cardi B or any of these other women, they're never happy in their relationships, no matter who they're getting with. It's because, and you see them. Kim Kardashian, such a billionaire, but who is able to get on her level? How many men in the world are on her level where she can actually submit to this? Kanye, she got lucky with, because Kanye was already up there. And even then, he surpassed her and all the money and all that other BS too. But even now, look at it. They're not together no more. So when is enough for a woman to actually submit to the man? When? You see what I'm saying? Like, you're saying you never want to be married, but it's like...
Right now.
She carries a level... So because she did
am very submissive
at the start.
I really am. That's why I'm very closed off, because I know what I can do for you. Like, so that's why I'm just like, I want someone that's going to do the same for me. I don't want someone that's like just there just because I need it, because I feel lonely. No.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question. I got
Another question. Go ahead. The chat. So the first one, it's
To both girls, what cons do you see in Dallas men?
Oh,
And Dallas men.
con?
Men, yeah.
cons like that.
Cons, like bad traits. Legs. Yeah.
Lies. There's always lies.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah.
But is it lies, or
Like-
is it from the very beginning, or what kind of lies are
I
you
just
talking
feel
about?
like just be straight up. Just like if you're talking to other
Be
people,
intentional.
just be honest. Like
Transparent.
Okay, but I think
Yeah.
transparency is that we're all talking to other people.
yeah, but like
Until you show me action wise that I don't need to talk to other people. I feel like that goes both ways. There are some women that are like, I met this guy, we had a really good conversation. I'm cutting everybody off until I see where this situation goes.
Yeah.
Which actually makes sense. I respect her even more. She's like, oh, we can't link up tonight because I'm gonna take this guy serious. All right, cool. I respect you for that, because now I know you're really putting him first.
Oh, wait. Hold up.
I would respect her more.
I would 100% move on from that, because she's too available to everyone else.
No, but that's sneaky link is what I'm talking about. Not like y'all taking her serious.
No,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Her telling you,
Sneaky link, okay.
No. But you know what? Even then, I personally, like, you know, again, I've dated, I've gone through the whole phase, right? And I'm selecting. I'm in a selective phase. You know what I'm saying? And some girls don't like it, some girls dig it. So like, cool, I dig it in the sense that they see me as like, hey, look, I see some kind of value in you, and they'll stick around. But if a girl was to tell me, hey, look, I got a rotation going on, nah, bro.
That's different. I can't talk to you no more because I'm trying to take this guy serious. We're sneaky.
Like, wait a minute.
We're sneaky. We're not nobody. We're just thinking, like, she meets a guy, has a real relationship with him, and she's like, yeah, you know what? He kind of tweaks my interest. I want to actually maybe see what's up with him. She's like, I don't even want to talk to nobody else that I previously was talking to. I want to take him serious. I respect you for because now I know you're gonna take him serious. You're
Of
literally
course.
cutting off anybody else that even had any contact with you before,
Yeah.
just to take him serious. I respect you for that, because now you're really letting me know. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone now, because I want to let you be happy. If you want to go be happy, go be happy.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm okay with that.
So going back to the cons, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
What's the cause?
So you
the
said
cons?
lies, right?
That was
Lies.
one, yeah.
Me with Dallas, man, they just I don't how do I say this?
No, just say it. Say however you
They
need to
just
say
all
it.
act the same. They all got chains. They all wear black hood, like black shirts. They all have the same. Like they all go to the same fucking barber. Like what the fuck? Dallas men are just. They all got the same rose shoes.
Oh,
They have the prayer, the little clock, the rose.
the rose.
Which
Bring that back a little bit. I don't know if that's the cons. I think that might just be the selection of men that you're attracted to.
no, that's what they all look like. When I
But
go,
those are the men that you're attracted.
Yeah.
no, I promise you, I I'm into I like all variety, races, ethnicities. I'm not picky. I don't have a type. I really, as in look wise, I do not have a type. But that's what be like coming to me. I'd be like, baby, no. Mm-mm.
Okay, so what comes
So
to
we
you?
need to take you to white place, Korean.
No, yeah. I went to Miami. Different types of. It's like, what the fuck? Why don't we have? I know.
What about other ethnicities trying to go through there?
I mean, I don't really see guys like that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I used to back then in my early 20s because of like
It's not places that we
places
going
that I used to
to.
go to, but now like
I'm from the deep element. I need to stay away from deep element.
That's crazy.
Yeah, stay away from that.
No.
I need to go somewhere.
Go to Bar Blonde or something. I don't know.
No, I've got Bottle Blonde is the same. Greenville. I'm not
No,
from Greenville.
y'all-
My promises are all
hold
the
up.
same.
Hold up. If you go to look,
Where you go? Where you go?
even when I go out, there's certain places that I go to look for women. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and that's speakeasies like a Kai Lounge, Tipsy Alchemist. If sophisticated,
Yeah.
Go.
look, and it's not just lounges where you meet people. You can meet
I
them
would say
out and
hotels.
about.
Hotel.
Where?
Hotels, hotel bars. I've gone to a hotel bar, and
probably bad
that's
too.
probably the best type of wealthy wise, but
But I don't know if you want wealthy. Do you want wealthy and take care of you right?
I want both.
See, that goes good. We're talking about
When y'all say that, because y'all are definitely right. Because look, okay,
So you wouldn't. Let me ask you this: you wouldn't date an average man.
I would, but like how she said it,
No,
she
you
literally
wouldn't.
put
No,
in
you
the
wouldn't.
perfect words.
No, but you wouldn't.
Okay, hold up. Follow up question to all this from the chat. One guy wants to know, what did they realistically expect a partner to make, like salary type? What do y'all think?
Honestly, realistically,
200.
Let's throw a number.
Throw a number, yeah.
50.
No.
Okay. Look, me as a medical assistant, I make 40K. So I like how she said, I don't want I'm good with making equal, or if you make a little bit above. I'm not gonna talk down on you if you make a little bit less of me, but still I don't want someone that's gonna be lower than me. I want someone either equal or a little bit above.
But equal is it's going to be too hard to find equal.
It is. No, you're right. It
It's gonna
definitely
be,
is
you
going to
can
be
find
hard.
equal,
Yeah.
but he's not going to have anything that you're probably going to want. He's not going to be
No,
built like
hell
you want
no.
him to. His
Mhm.
masculinity is not
He's
going to be
not-
where you want it to
he's
be.
not gonna take
His
these fancy
confidence isn't going to be
restaurants.
where it wants to
Nah.
be. It's not going to be everything you would want it to be. So you can get equal, but equal is not where you want. That's not what you want.
No.
At
You want
all.
someone above you.
No.
You want somebody
I do
above
want
you.
someone
Like she
above
even
me.
said, she said she wanted somebody that's a mentor. So somebody that's a
Like, teach
mentor.
me stuff.
Yeah.
Teach me,
Yeah.
put me on game. Like,
Teach me
if
how
I
to
have
date.
something already going on for myself, like, okay, what can I do to get? How can I?
What would you say? You meet the right person, the right man you're attracted to. Would you be willing to submit to that person?
Like you.
I'm
Much
like
money.
sister, okay, like I have like a little I feel like I have like a energy yeah, like where I'm like, okay, like I got this, but I mean I feel like I'm a big lover girl, like because the way I was raised by, obviously, like, you know, I was raised in a Hispanic household, like, you know, like if I know my man's like outside like working, he's gonna come home, like if I'm in love, I'm gonna be like cooking for you, I'm gonna make sure like, you know, like I take care of you. If you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you, but I just feel like I'm very, very like closed off. You know, like I like to protect my peace and like what I have, because I'm not gonna just let anybody just I've been hurt before, and I don't want to keep dealing with like dusties and like the thing. Okay. To like the wrong person, and that really hurts you, and like you have to get up from that. Like it's not easy. Like you're over here showing people your feelings, like you do X, Y, and Z for them, like you care about them. I don't know, and it's like sometimes some people, or maybe it's just not the right timing. I don't know what it is, but you know, like it's hard to like.
Let me. This kind of follows up into the statement. How, as a woman, how do you protect your values?
Like if like I have messages like okay, like for example this past weekend, and hopefully he's not on here, but I had an event, right?
No, he's on here. Let's go.
That was so disrespectful.
I want to hear
Well, I had someone reach out to me. They decided services for free, like entertainment services for the people, like for the event that I was gonna do. So I hosted, like I do mobile bartending, and my friend was gonna sell food, and we had activities going on. The person reached out to me. They said that they would go ahead and offer like music services, whatever. Anyways, long story short, everything was good. I know that this person's in a relationship. That person left, like the party ended or whatever, and he was sending me messages telling me that like in Spanish, me quedé con las ganas. Like I'm sorry, but like.
Yeah.
What does that
Like
mean?
what-
I need to hear
That means
Me with the
with the
wanting,
feeling, with the
yeah, like the feeling, a wanting feeling, like, you know.
yeah, like
Yeah.
That's
like you're married, you have a kid, like you literally y'all all came to the party. Like, how dare you? Like,
wait, he went with his girl.
what?
Oh,
That's very disrespectful.
watching this shit too, bitch. Fuck.
wilding for
I don't want to break up a family, but
He did that shit.
I didn't even open the messages.
Yeah.
He still kept sending the next morning, good morning, sunshine, blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, like that's so disrespectful, because how dare you? Like, what makes you think that I would even want to do things with you? Like, if I know you're in a relationship, I'm gonna respect that. And if I was someone else, like, you know, I could have easily jumped in for it. Like, I could have went to go see him, whatever. Like, it's so easy. You get me? Like, everyone has needs and stuff. And if I really was that type of girl, I would have went for it. But no, absolutely not. Like, I'm not. Like, I carry myself different, and you know, like I didn't even open the messages, and you know, like it just sucks. And that's another thing that scares me, because it's like, damn, like you have a whole family, and you over here doing
You're
this.
married. Yep.
And we could say the same
Like,
thing as
I
men.
don't
Trust
know.
me, because
No,
I
yeah,
know
I
there's
said women are probably the worst.
there's plenty of women
women are
that are
promiscuous.
out
Women are not
here
innocent.
doing things with a whole boyfriend of 4 or 5 years, and I'm
Yeah.
like, if I was your boyfriend, there ain't no way I'm allowing you to do anything.
But you know what?
Ain't no way.
That really man, right?
Yeah.
Blame on men as well, because for a woman to step out and look for opportunity elsewhere is because a man's fucking up somewhere along. You know what I'm
Either
saying?
giving her their attention, mentally, physically, whatever it is, emotionally.
Yep.
He's not doing something where she's got to go seek for it somewhere else.
Absolutely.
But then that goes back. I get it. Women try to, you know, talk. Hey, you're not treating me the way you're supposed to. Da 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 da. And y'all can only have so much. But maybe that's when y'all just leave. But that goes back to the red flags, because it goes back to what he said. The way you meet a man is the way he should stay.
Yeah.
All the way throughout
All
the
the way
relationship.
through.
He should
He
not
shouldn't
change.
change.
Yeah, he should not
As soon
change
as
at
he
all.
changes, that's fucked.
You're fucked, because now she's like, this isn't the guy I met.
Yeah.
This is not the guy I met. And it's so funny we say that, because you know, like from way back then, the person I'm talking about, she literally said that to me. She was like, you're not the guy I first met when we first started in. I'm like, of course not. We're 5 years deeper now. I'm 5 years older now. I'm not 17 no more. Of course I'm gonna change, because I'm still developing as a man. I'm still finding my way, trying to find the path. So it's like, of course I'm gonna change. But as we're older now, when you're 30, 27, 28, like you should, who you are is who you should be until you're 45, to an extent. As in, you should still give yourself who you are. And a lot of people like to be deceiving, like he said, and like to just do what they need to do, so they tell you what you want to hear instead of telling you what you need to hear, which is the truth, like we talked about before.
Okay.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
And then we'll get to a shot. One more shot.
Hey,
I'm feeling so.
Hold on.
secret in a relationship.
Do you think it's okay to keep secrets in a relationship?
And so you first.
What type of secrets?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What type of secrets? Yeah.
Go ahead and elaborate, because I mean, small secrets or whatever, but like, what are some secrets you feel like isn't okay to keep? And what are some that you feel like it's okay to keep?
Here, can I ask? I'll give you guys a scenario, and you can kind of, I guess, give this. This girl told me she's been dating this guy for 4 years. She goes out with her girls, they're having a good time, and y'all know about this kind of stuff. Having a good time in the restroom, the other girl comes on to her, right? Having a good time, the other girl comes on to her, does some stuff to her in the restroom. She's like, I'm loyal, I want a husband, boom, 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 I'm trying to make it work with him, all this other stuff. I tell her, I'm like, you know what? I think you cheated on him. She was like, no, I didn't cheat. It was with the girl. Da, 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 da. I was like, no, you cheated. I was like, let's reverse it. Let's say he goes out with his homeboys. His homeboy tries to kiss him. Did he cheat on you? Oh, yeah, he cheated on me. And I want to know. Da, da, da. It's the same scenario. You did the same thing. So I told her, I was like, personally, maybe you should say something. But because it's a girl, he might not trip about it. He'll be like, yeah, you did cheat. But because it was with the girl and I know who the girl is, maybe I can forgive you. But yeah, I'm going to have this trust about you a little bit, right? It's up to her if she wants to tell the truth on what happened that night or not. Because she did cheat. Regardless if it's a guy or girl, she cheated. So would you consider that lie a lie you take to the grave? Or do you want to just go ahead?
I mean,
I would tell him,
because he'll probably like it anyways. No, like, no, because I've seen that, like, I don't know, me, like, I don't, because one time I remember, like, it was a long time ago, I think it was, like, in elementary school, like, this girl kissed me and I punched her, because I was crazy back then, but, I don't know, I've heard that supposedly guys are normally used to those kind of things, so, I don't know, but, as far as, like, secrets, I don't know, I don't think you're supposed to keep secrets from your partner, but let's say it's a secret that you keep because like you know your partner's gonna like kill someone, then I'll probably keep it. You know?
Okay, let's
You
take
can like something really bad happen.
You would tell your boyfriend?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay, but knowing how guys react regardless, so you're okay with that. Even knowing that the relationship's probably done now, you're still okay with telling the secret?
I don't think they will be done. Kissing the girl or whatever.
No,
In the restroom.
I like the idea of just because you're intoxicated doesn't mean you're not aware of what you're doing.
Facts.
So when you say that she knew what she was doing, she knew she was allowing that other girl to do whatever she wanted to do to her. So she was willingly cheating. Willingly.
But then that girl's not her friend, because I feel like friends don't do that to each other.
Yeah. But you should.
I thought to each other.
But like, not like, I don't know what they did. You felt like they did bad. Oh,
I poured more actually.
Yep.
Oh,
let's do it.
Can I have a little bit of?
How you doing, man?
wait,
Don't
let
hit
me get a
them.
little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Question from the chat. Okay. Okay. So where do you both see yourselves in 10 years?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's gonna be what,
Oh my
30?
gosh, I'll be 38. I'll be a grandma.
Damn.
It's something to be 38.
Oh no.
I'll be 33.
Okay, I'll be part.
For real. Just cheered all the
Cheers. All right.
So in
It's gonna be colleges.
in 10 years, fuck, it's because I really don't like talking about my plans because I feel like when I talk about them, they just like,
It's the opposite.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
opposite.
No,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
why I
I'm
don't
saying
like
that-
talking about it. When people ask me, I just be like,
Yeah, I'm about to say, no, you
no, yeah, I do manifest things, but it's just like when you tell other people, like, you know, like some people don't have good intentions. I'm not talking about y'all, it's probably them. But,
Like the audience.
yeah, but in 10 years, honestly, I see myself in my own house with my daughter. I honestly do want a man. Not right now, probably in like 4 years, because I do want to get through my goals first. Like, I do want to go back to school. I want to become a registered nurse to do like...
Red flag.
But not for that.
Really want
No, registered nurse. Right now, like a little side hustle that I do like lip injections, but they're not real lip injections. They're like the Hyaluron pen, so it's needless, and they're not really like too good for you, but they're more natural. It's more natural and they dissolve, they go away. But like I want to do the actual like injecting, the rhinoplasty, the Botox, things like that. I don't want to deal with people's shit and you know things like that. because I've worked in doing that and it was not fun. I didn't like
Well, actually, I'll let you finish, and then we'll go to you, and then I'll say what I need to say. Go ahead.
But yeah, I just feel like I see myself doing that in 10 years. I heard one good thing real is that what you just said, real estate, into that, because one of my my cousins, she's into it and she's made really good money, and she got a house now, and it like inspires me to want to do the same. And honestly, one of my inspirations as well is my mom. She, you know, she's a single mom as well. She was a single mom. She bought her own ranch cash. She spent $75K. She bought her own house cash, everything. Like, so I feel like I look up to her a lot and I want to be like her. She's 40 now, and you know, she came from Mexico when she was 16, all by herself, everything, you know, 2 kids, which why the fuck you popping out 2 kids at 16? But you know, that's your business. I love my mom. I love her to death, and I look up to her a lot. So that's like, I kind of want to go into her footsteps.
I would say that's not her business. I would know everything about what she did to have those 2 kids, so you don't make the same mistake. Right?
Definitely.
So
Yeah,
would,
me and her very open with that. Yeah,
Okay.
she definitely. Yeah, with my first kid, I mean, I got pregnant at 20, which is to me it's kind of still bad,
It's
but
better.
for her, it's better because she like all, she supports me, she loves my child, you know. So yeah, so I really want to like follow her steps into what she's doing, because now she has her own business. She does catering. She has like, she does bartending as well. Like, she's a hustler. I love my mom, so I look up to her a lot. Yeah.
What about you?
That's really good.
Yeah.
I love like
Yeah, you want to
support it. Like,
yeah, women. Like really women. Yeah.
and I feel like I think that's why like I feel like a strong mom,
Yes.
like how your mom is. I feel like that's what shapes who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like my mom too. I mean, she was a single mom. She worked her ass off. Like, I mean, she tells me like stories. She had to put me like in daycare when I was 2. I remember like I would bite the teachers because I didn't want.
You know what?
Yeah,
my mom. Yeah.
she would like drop me off because I like my mom was my everything, but she had to do everything that she had to do to take care of me and stuff, and I appreciate that, and I look up to my mom either way. Like, I mean, she did remake her life and stuff, but she's still a very strong woman, and I just feel like our parents have a lot to do with it, how we are like
as people, as we
women.
grow up. Dead ass.
How I see myself in 10 years, 38. Well, I mean, for sure have a house. I really hope I have a family by then, because I do want, you know, like I do want a family. I do want to have kids. I don't know. I just picture my life like us having like me and my partner having like space, like a big backyard, and like our kids living their best lives on like 4-wheelers, on like us traveling together, like us having like a very strong bond. Like, I definitely do see that for myself. But I don't mind like working on that by myself until like I find someone that you know, that I feel like I would feel safe to be with. And obviously I know that marriage is not perfect. But I don't know. I don't really want to think about it because it kind of does scare me. But I mean, I'm open to the idea, because back then, like, it was just like a dark cloud. Like, I could not see that for myself. Like, I could not, because I'm actually divorced. Like, I was married at one point. So, like, for a long time, like, I just didn't believe in like love anymore. Like, I was just so closed off. So now, like, I actually kind of see that again, like being able to be married and like have a partner. So yeah, I just hope that I just feel like time has been healing me, and you know, eventually I'll find someone that's for me. So, yeah.
All right, I got a question from our friend. So our very good friend Brian David is in the chat. He wants to know, would you guys quit everything and take a leap of faith and restart somewhere else? Yeah, he wants to see what your mindset is and how it differs from his and his wife. And funny enough, Brian, thanks for coming on, man. We had a pleasure with you on the chat yesterday on the podcast. Can't wait for that episode to drop. That was good attention. But back to the question: would you guys quit everything and just take a leap of faith and restart somewhere else?
I would.
So you.
Hell yeah, I would.
Where are you going?
I wish I could just like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Dallas, but like for a while, like recently I went to Houston because I had thought I had lost my passport. Long story, but I went over there and I was even like, I was really thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Like, I would just like, I'll come over here for the summer and I'll just like work as like nightlife for a while, and I'll just keep the apartment that I have, and like I was so determined, but at the same time I kind of did get a little scared, but like I would do that a million times. Why? Because like, you know, like I'm single, I don't have like
No time.
I don't
No
want
attachment.
yeah, a million times I would. I do have a baby now. Like she's a little poodle. She's a little poodle mix. I love her. Like she's so cute. But yeah, I mean, I would. Sometimes it does scare me, but if I could, I would, because I mean, why not? Like, I don't know. I just feel like even though like a lot of things happen, like I always try to see like the positive and everything, and like I don't know, like I always try to see the best of things, and I don't know. I feel like when I'm happy, things like it's just so many stories that I have that everything flows through me. Like
Yeah, I would say that's a good idea, just not Houston. Maybe Austin or something. Maybe Austin. Austin would be so much better for you, not Houston. Houston is not the guys you want.
Like party life. Just like that.
So
I honestly would to
okay.
yeah, honestly, Canada. I've always thought about Canada.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Their healthcare is free.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, their health. Look into like, okay, because honestly, United States,
It's trash when it comes to the
trash.
Medicare,
It's and I used to work in the medical field, so it's like it's not okay. Like it's really not okay.
Yeah.
All doctors care about now is just literally making money. They don't even care to like solve your problems. When girls come in for birth control, what do? I mean, for like menstrual, like I mean, sorry. When girls come in for menstrual, like, you know, like problems and stuff, all doctors do is want to put them on birth
I was
control.
about to throw them on some pills.
Yeah, throw them on some pills. Like, you don't even want to get to know to the problem. You don't want to get down to why they're acting like that, why their body's being like that. Nothing. It's just medication, prescription write-ups, because you get paid for that.
So
the doctor gets a provider, doctor gets
so
paid for that. That's why I'm just like, no, I want to move somewhere where I can get benefits from the country, not like, you know.
Which is actually good. All right, this brings me to my next question. I did forget I was going to ask you about the other one. But my next question is, how important is your life, and how important do you want it to be in your man's life?
Fitness for me, I work out every day. I go running. There's like, even if I don't go to the gym, I go running to this park like near my house for like at least an hour, 2 hours, doesn't matter, even if it's just for a walk. It's pretty big, so I'll be tired. I used to not work out, and then like I had like postpartum depression with my baby, and then I started working out. And honestly, I feel like fitness for me, it makes you feel like so much better about yourself. It makes you feel so secure. Like you don't feel insecure at all. Like you're just like, okay, it's just me. Like you feel good within everything, like inside, outside. So I do want a guy that does work out, like, to be honest, like that's on the same, even if you like a little chunky, like dad bod. For real, like, the dad bods, and then I started going to the gym, and I was like, man,
No way I want that right there. Yeah.
I need someone to keep up with my, you know, my what is it called? Stamina?
Stamina.
What is it?
Stamina.
Stamina. Yeah.
Stamina.
Stamina or stamina? Stamina?
You're talking about stamina.
Yeah, stamina. Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like working out is really important for your mental health. Like it definitely helps you feel like a lot better. Like for me recently, like I've liked going, like ever since the summer started, I like to go like on walks. I like to go to the trails, like getting like that sun in. Like I've been on a mission to get like my tan on. I've been working on my tan.
Vitamin D.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah. Yes, it's my original color, but yeah, like I feel like that's really, really important. And like I would want my partner to be active, because like what about when we have like a family? Like you get me? Like I want like the person that I choose to be active. Like I want him to be active with the kids. So yeah, and I want us to work out together. So
do you ever think about that? I know you're about to be, like you said, ever think about when you get with have kids, if you get with a man that's too old, he won't be able to be as active with you because 55, whatever the case is.
Dang.
I'm saying that. I know.
That's a good question, right? And also, what is like the ideal age gap that you have for a man? Like, what's the oldest you'll?
You're 28 now, so is it a 10-year gap, 5-year gap?
I don't know. I haven't dated anyone.
Okay,
the oldest
if you
I've
had to
ever
set one,
dated.
go ahead.
Tell us.
Like, okay, like I've talked to people, but like for me to see something serious, I mean, to me, like being active, because I'm like a very like spontaneous person. Like I like to like stay active. I like to do like adventurous things, and if that person can't do them with me, then I'm gonna be doing them by myself. I'm not gonna be happy.
Let me raise that question. Do you feel that a age gap is important for you?
I feel like in a way, yes, because sometimes older men are mature. Like they don't have time to
care.
yes, like they don't play games
Yes,
with you. Like they'll be honest with you. They'll be straight up with you. I do like that, but at the same time, they're like very, very serious.
Oh,
You get me?
Scares you?
That serious scares me, but it's
Have a little fun.
like
just feel a little like,
like it's kind of yeah.
Like take everything serious. Life is so short. You just don't know.
You get what I mean? Like it has its pros and cons. Like older men, like sometimes like their mind is somewhere else. You get me? Like it's not.
It's because they already had the fun.
It's
Well, yeah, but you're young. Like I want to meet someone that has fun with me. You get me?
Well, look, I a lot would argue that a man's prime years are between 30 to 35. So,
For real?
oh
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
What did you think of man's?
What?
It makes sense because at 30 you should, like,
Yeah.
you know, like not have money, but you should. Like have it figured out. Yeah.
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 All right. Age gap for you? Is it important? Would you date someone younger? Or
Would not date someone younger.
You would 5-year-old. You're 28.
No, because I have brothers. It's weird.
I can see how that makes sense. You're like, damn, you could be my brother's friend. Like, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll be cool, but that's it. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I would be able to take you serious. Now, I know that there's some people that are young. There's some guys that are young and they have their shit together, but I don't know.
Okay, we got another question from the chat. It says, what weekly or monthly rituals are important to engage and keep the relationship strong? All right, this one, let's go to Ariel real quick, and then we'll go to Excel, David, and then we'll end with our very special. What's your name again?
Lali.
Lali.
You can call me Lali. I know my name's a little hard to.
You know, I know from the Instagram name. I'm so.
No, you're fine.
So, Ariel.
So, what are some rituals and some routines? Is that what it is for the week?
Yeah.
Like what weekly or monthly rituals must we engage in to keep our relationship strong and keep them?
Okay, that's a good question. I believe that me as a man, right, I have to keep the attraction going. There's a lot of things that I did at the beginning, or a lot of things that I can do at the beginning of a relationship to attract a woman. Now, am I maintaining myself that way, or am I deterring from that to show something else? It's going back to, you know what I'm saying, like who you are at the beginning. Do you change later on? I think you being the same person you are when you meet a woman, I think it's important. Because you don't want to change midway through the relationship. That fucks everything up. A lot of people will say, oh, you know, kind of our society is really going into that whole 50-50 mindset. I think it's bullshit. That shit doesn't work. You know, I think men are meant to be providers and protectors. So the rituals that I would practice and the routines I would practice, I would display all kinds of masculinity to continue to attract my partner. Going to the gym, making sure that, you know, if work is good, business is good, money's rolling in. If I'm getting distracted in some kind of way, that's my own fault, and I need to get locked back in, right? There's certain things that I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, if the way I want to take this is, and some people will say it, that you know, the way I'm trying to deter it is that what I do, my habits kind of display onto my partner as well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going back to, you know, having someone who motivates you, right? If I'm not a person who can't motivate you and push you through certain rough times, like, you know what I'm saying, then I'm fucking up. Because I have to really lock myself in and say, hey, look, my partner's depending on me to guide us, to lead us. Then that's the person I'm going to be. And so there's a lot of things that I go into, right? And the kind of things that I do personally as a man, I mean, I study a lot, I read a lot. There's things that, you know, when I'm out and about, like how I carry myself when I'm in a group setting, I read the room a lot, I analyze when I'm around people, like how do I display myself out in public? right? Can people feel my presence? It's really like that. I mean, it's not important to me, but I've been told, hey, look, there's times where you're around and I can already feel you're here, and you ain't got to say much, and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? So those are traits so that goes into the level of attraction. So yeah, that's how I would really approach my routines and rituals with my partner.
I have a girl that asked that. Okay, that was the guy.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes
that was
sense.
the guy.
Okay. All right, what do you
The
got?
question was more asking whether you guys should have a night out.
Just in a
Rituals.
relationship.
Yeah, we're talking about relationship.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so relationship, what would you think you would need to have weekly or monthly to keep the spice, the attention continuously going?
Oh, for nights, that's important.
What are date nights for you? Like, are you saying date nights, let's go to the movies, let's go out to a dinner? Like, what are your date nights? Your
I would say
rituals?
like anything that's quality time, because a lot of the times because if somebody takes the time to plan something cute for you, you know, like that's thoughtful. Like whether it's like you could literally go to like a drive-through. Like I know, like obviously women, like we want nice things. Obviously we want like something, like we want the man to impress us, but like let's say it could even be like a deep talk.
Yeah.
We
You get
appreciate
me?
the little things.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
we really do.
or if you put
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
flowers,
Mhm.
or let's say, okay, for example, like it's that time of the month. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
like for me, like that hits me really hard. Like sometimes I'll be like going through it, like
You did
And he
that.
already
because of different
knows.
hormones, and then he can just pull up with, I don't know, like your favorite candy.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, okay, look, I bought you this robe. I don't know, like a lot of the times that's what I'm saying,
Rope?
like it's not rope, like a rope. Not,
Oh. Trying to make spicy for real.
yes, that's important too. Like you know, spicy stuff, like in
Yo,
a
babe, I got
relationship,
this
obviously,
rope,
yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's just to keep each other happy, and I feel like sometimes, like I feel like sometimes sometimes, I mean, obviously, yes, like I said, we do like nice things, but if it's like a relationship where it's genuine, like sometimes we do appreciate the small things, and if it's like coming from someone that's genuinely caring, or like let's say, I don't know, like your partner's been very distant and like you just pull up like to their house and then like, hey, like, you know, I'm here, like let's talk, or you know what, I brought your favorite soup, I know you like ramen, I don't know, like it's just little things like that, and vice versa. Like as a woman, if you want to like surprise your man, like I don't see anything wrong with that. If you know that he likes like a certain, I don't know, let's say he likes shoes, he's like a sneakerhead, you can like, I don't see nothing wrong with buying him like a pair of shoes or like a cute shirt, or like if you buy tickets to go to the zoo, I don't know, like I don't think that it always has to be like the man. Like there's nothing wrong with you showing love to your partner, or like booking something cute, surprising him, or sending him like cute pictures, or I don't know, like
Yeah, I'll take
Give me-
that.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
cute
yeah.
pictures.
I think it has
Yeah,
to
I'll
be
take
like
that.
it has to
Okay.
be like a balance between the two. So yeah, that's what I think.
I would say ritual, and I already kind of do this on my own. That's why,
Yeah.
like we're saying, the lifestyle you try to create as a man is the lifestyle you want a girl to just plug in and it fits seamlessly.
Yeah.
So for me, on my end, I love going to Mavs games, Rangers games, football games, whatever it is. So I already have season tickets. So my ritual is I go do these during those seasons, which is like the back end of the year and the front end of the year, different sports. So for me, those would be my rituals consistently going to. Obviously, you throw in some concerts, some date nights, whatever it is throughout the way. But like you said before, on the way to those games, that's where I'm having the conversation with you, picking your brain more. Hey, how was your day? Whatever it is. We get to the event, we're still talking, watching the game, having a good time, and we can still talk about whatever we need to talk about. And I'm still enjoying what I want to do. Yeah, I could do this at home with you, but being in person is so much better because now it's an experience for me, and I'm still giving you what you want as a woman, which is the attention that you can get from just being out in the open with everybody. Because women love attention. Don't tell me you don't. You love to get dressed up, and you being able to go to these events is what y'all want. Y'all want to just be seen, dress up, look pretty. Maybe we're not going out night, but we can still go out to a game and you can still look pretty, whatever it is.
Yeah.
For me, those would be the rituals, like we're saying, where I would want a woman to just slide into my life. She can start like loving sports. If she already loves sports, we're on a whole nother level already, and I'm already maybe putting you on a top tier than anybody else because you love what I actually love, and that's where we can connect. That's where we're, like I said, I'm on my way driving, having that deep conversation with you because I know we're about to have a good time once we get to the game. So this 30-minute drive is about to be really fucking good before we get to the event. What my ritual? Because like we're saying, just fit into my life the way I would want it to be.
For me, to be honest, I like watching movies a lot. So just like going to movies at least once, like the week. I like go a lot. I go on Tuesdays because they $5 at Cinemark.
Yeah. Deal in the morning.
No, but I love going on dates. Like I think dates are very important, and like how she said, the little things do matter. You see, my love language is acts of service, so I like to do things for people, or I like people doing things for me.
Submissive. That's being submissive.
Yeah,
That's
I'm very submissive, but I act like I'm not. But I act like I'm not, but it's to scare them off, you know, see who's the strongest. Period. It's honestly me. I like going on dates, like little fun nights, like going bowling. I like playing games. So even if it's just like staying in.
Red flag.
How is that a red flag?
I'm joking on the game.
For liking games, like what?
Cool.
Competitive.
I'm very competitive. Like I'm super competitive.
Last question. So this question, all right. Should women in a relationship have male friends?
Ooh, that's gonna kill me. Cause I do.
What you do now, you might not in the next 3 years.
It says so I have a gay homeboy. He has a boyfriend. So I don't know.
Look, I think gay is okay. I think
gay is okay.
Full on rager, you know what I'm saying, claiming that's
you
good.
gotta make sure. There's a lot of guys that are like low key, not even gay though. They're just doing their thing to get up. I gotta hear his voice. I gotta see his mannerisms. I gotta see all of that. I mean, because you can tell.
They don't like that. Honestly, look, my homeboy, he's not like that. He's very masculine.
He's the more masculine. So
yeah,
he's on top.
Yeah, he really is.
You.
So when people look at him,
apart from going to just straight,
I don't think you should.
Okay.
For women, I feel like you told me this actually one time. Yes, you did. Because I posted something on my story about an Uber driver, and we talked, and you are my mind to a different on that, because I used to think like, what is wrong with having guy friends? But then you told me that if I were to text one of my homeboys late at night, like straight homeboy, telling him like, hey, you know, I'm with you, he would most likely have the, like, you know, he would want to.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it now. I'm like, I can't have guy friends. I cannot. Because that is very true. Because it's happened to me this year. Yeah. Look, a little bit after you told me that it happened to me. So now I'm just like, no, I don't like having guy friends. Unless it's strictly, I've only had one guy friend that is straight, and he's never, ever, ever been like that. So with him, I do tell my partner, like if I were to get in a relationship, like my last relationship, he actually became very close to him.
Okay.
So that's the only dude.
Let me ask y'all guys this.
Yeah.
So do you think that one guy is there just waiting around, hoping for a chance, praying, giving you that attention, and just saying, oh, one day it's gonna work out for me. One day it's gonna work out for me. What do y'all think?
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope not. But you never.
It's up. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Like if somebody's waiting for me?
Yeah.
Who's waiting for me?
Name two guys right now.
Please.
Let's go to the first perspective, and then
About
turn into
the
the
guy
other one.
friend?
Yeah. The next one, yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna be open with my partner. Like if there was somebody like in my life that's like super important, or they're like family to me, or like they're like I don't know, like a mentor, somebody that like really helped me out throughout my life. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, like this person was here for me. Like, I'm gonna just tell them everything that they need to know. And
What if your partner? What are you gonna do?
Well, we better be married or something.
Otherwise,
Let me ask
I
you
mean,
this.
if we're just dating, like I don't know if it's gonna be something serious.
I get her on that perspective.
We're talking about committed. Okay, we're talking about that phase of like just we're
You know you want to be with this guy.
Oh well, yeah, I'm gonna respect you because like you're like if you're the love of my life, like I'm gonna respect you. But I expect for you to respect me too. Like if there's someone That
So you would tell your boy, your friend, that hey, look.
I mean, I would just not talk to them.
Okay.
I would just ghost because I don't need to
Yeah.
explain anything.
Ghost?
Like,
Most guys
Damn,
understand
straight goat?
too. Like
No,
your
yeah,
guy
I mean-
friend should understand.
Well, not,
if I'm-
not all guys. Not all
if I'm
guys.
serious with the person and I'm in love, like I'm sorry, like I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be serious about it. Like I don't need to be giving explanations to anyone.
Yeah.
If this partner, like if we're serious, you know, like let's say he proposed and like things are getting like serious, like we're already planning on like future plans and stuff, like then like you know
Yeah.
that's our life. Like I don't need to be telling like Juanito that's in my messages like, oh, I'm sorry, bro, like I can't talk to you because no, like you saw that I'm engaged. Like you should respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
see
what I
it. I
think.
can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think I don't know.
So
Go ahead.
quick
Go
little
ahead.
game, real quick. Little game for both you guys. It's not that. It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. All right, so I'm gonna ask, and you can answer. Then you can answer, and we'll go from there. All right, all right. So, Ray, would you rather be criticized or ignored?
I'll say ignoring.
Okay, criticized or ignored?
Criticized. I hate being ignored. I hate it.
That's funny. All right, I got you. All right, would you rather accidentally like your ex's photo, or accidentally send your mom a nude?
But what ex though?
It don't even matter. Just somebody you
Like it
dated.
has
your
like
ex.
some like knucklehead or somebody that I was
Your
serious
favorite
with.
ex.
My favorite ex. That was Snoopy. Oh Lord. Favorite ex. Do I have one? No, girl. If I send my mom a nude, the end. Like all my
Okay,
DMs
yeah,
from
I
Mexico
said-
that will hear it. Like she'll probably send them the picture. Like, I don't know.
Oh no, that's Mexican families do that. They be like, look at what she doing
Oh,
over
God.
here.
No, my mom was
Let
like,
me tell you your whole business.
girl, show me.
Girl, let me tell you. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Shit. Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather accidentally like your ex's photo or
Mhm.
send a nude to your mom?
My mom seen me naked before. Shit, she can get that nude.
I get that though. A lot of women have seen their daughters or you
Yeah.
know, mothers naked, which is crazy. But I've never seen my dad naked. By the way, guys.
No.
Men do not do that. We do not do that. All right, give up your favorite food or give up sex.
I already know my answer. Do you know yours?
Like, what's the time frame?
No, you gotta give it up.
Nah,
It's done.
yeah.
You gotta give
Yeah.
up. Your favorite food, whatever that favorite food is done.
So buy ramen.
Buy ramen or buy work.
No, but it has to be like a time.
There is no pepper. It's gone. It's done.
Gone.
It's done. You
Well, I
gotta
guess food.
negotiate. Okay, food is gone. All right.
Shit, my thanks. I love me
You
some
love
food.
What
I'm
food
a
is this?
fat ass
What food is this?
Seafood,
Oh, hell
boiled.
no.
I could never
Stinky.
give that up.
Stanky fish.
Why? You think it's bad? I love a good
All
seafood.
right, all right. Will you not go out at night or not go out in the day?
I'd rather not go out at night.
Okay.
Because during the day, like if you get lit, like
You
that's
need that.
fine.
You need that vitamin D.
Yeah, or
That's
like
it.
you can
The
go
sun.
like on adventures, like the sun.
Yeah, probably to be honest. Because I like going hiking and all of that
You can have
nature
that
stuff.
height. You can have-
I can I'm gonna go cat out there. Fuck that.
All right, here we go. Stranded on a deserted island, or in a coma for 5 years. On that island, you're gone for 5 years. Both are 5 years. Deserted island for 5 years, or in a coma for 5 years.
Deserted island.
Deserted island.
I'd be in a coma. I don't like
Coma?
being hot. Y'all can see I got my
I don't
fucking
like
fan. Y'all see me brought this fucking
You
fan.
can take the fan with you on the deserted island. Put the battery.
Cause I'm like, no,
I'll probably
coma.
just meet people over there. Yeah, hey, what's up?
You can
Join
take
their-
it.
No,
their
you're
tribe.
you're on a
Deserted, like
island.
no one.
You're by
Deserted
yourself,
by
you're done.
yourself.
You got to figure out how to
Yeah.
live like what's that movie Castaway?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
There's
I'll
a
start fashion.
there's a cactus out there you can take. It
My
gets you
fashion
high
line over there.
for like
You
a
say
minute.
what?
There's a cactus that like I think it's like regular. I don't know. There's a cactus out there that if you bite it, you're like high for like 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard? It's like
No, I've never heard
psychedelic.
that one.
You've never heard of that for real?
No.
Damn.
So here's the next one. All right, would you rather get away with every single lie you ever tell, or be able to detect every lie that you hear?
Detect.
You'd rather be able to detect lies.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would rather not get away with lies and just like come up with all these
Because
things.
that's you being sneaky. Like I feel like you're a person like being sneaky all the time. Because like you're overthinking.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. Win the lottery next year, or find your true love.
win the lottery.
Win the lottery.
See, women are satisfied, bro. They can find the
I'm gonna be 29. I'll do that when I'm
Y'all
viejita.
can
Like when I'm
build a
like,
whole
oh.
legacy
There's so many
together.
fishes in the sea.
No,
The love of my life.
love of your life. Anything that you
Like what?
No.
whatever you interpret in your
Wait, how
mind, what
much
the
would
love
you
of your life
win?
is,
Depends how much.
you win the lottery.
The lottery's like
million.
Travel and then I can meet the love.
You would say, see how women think.
What would you
Yo,
do?
I really thought y'all was gonna be like, I want to find the love of my life. I can
No.
build a legacy with this man because he's everything I want him to be. Yeah, what if he already has all the money? What if the love of your life already has the
I want
money?
to have my own money.
So not only did you
I want to be the old.
That's
I want to be
crazy.
the rich man.
You share it.
That right there is never satisfied.
Yeah.
I want to have the never satisfied.
I mean, what would you do? Let's hear you. What would you do?
I would
Yeah,
find
what's
the love
the-
of my life because then she would fit right into my life like I would want her to. And then everything else would flow like it would need to. Because then I would have the support system I needed.
That would feel bad
All
now.
where I needed to be. Even right now, because now she's going to look how I want her to look. She's going to go to the gym like I want her to go to the gym. She's going to respect me. She's going to respect the boundaries. All that stuff. Like we're saying, the love of your life. Whoever you interpret in your mind is who is going to show up. So y'all all pick the money.
I'm
What
money.
do you want, bro? What do you pick?
Bro, I'd pick the money 100%. But there's different perspectives to this. There's different perspectives.
23.
Well, I'm 32. I'm 32. But look, different perspectives to this, right? I'm in my prime years. So it's great, right? But look,
Middle of it.
look, I would take the money. The reason is because, and I can see why. Like, I would expect women to pick the love of their lives, right? Men would pick money
Theoretically, yeah.
because we can do a lot with money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Flip it.
We will find whoever the fuck we want with money. We can go to Colombia on a weekend. You know what I'm saying? And find whoever we want.
Girl, they might take all your money. No.
Oh,
But
In
that,
Colombia?
well, no, okay. Not everyone's a sex worker out there.
No.
Yeah.
No, but again, it all depends, right? On how you move and all that. Self-aware. I'll get into that, but I think that for women, you take the money. Are you gonna find the person who's gonna be up to that level that you are in? No, absolutely
But I
not.
would keep it to myself.
but
Like I would keep. Like I would not be telling everybody I won the lottery.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Like I would not be over here.
Family, but that's
Yeah, but they
it.
put it all over fucking television anyway.
I'd be
So.
like, I'd be like, "Dang, I have a twin, dang."
Okay, look,
Doppelganger.
yeah, I got one last
Okay,
one.
go ahead.
All right. Have someone look at all your photos or have someone read all your text messages.
Text messages.
Ew.
No, so the photos are bad over here. The photos are
Because
bad.
sometimes I take some like ugly selfies.
No.
I'm serious.
There's no way.
Not picture.
There's no way you're keeping those ugly selfies there. That don't even make sense. There's no way you're keeping
You can
it.
go through it out here.
What you got? What do you think?
Honestly, you can go through my photos.
Okay. So
Okay.
I talk so much shit with my homegirls. Like, we got a group chat. Yeah, you can't.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I was on this group chat.
Oh, you don't.
I'm trying to be on a girl's social.
yeah.
Let me see all the extra. What you got?
So, would you compare a man's infidelity compared to a woman's infidelity? Is it the same?
But no, it's
No.
not the same. I don't think it is the same.
Why?
Because a man, I feel like they're more like just in the moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like women are just very emotional attached. Like it's their feelings. A guy is probably just like for lust, you know.
Yeah.
A woman is like, no, you have feelings for that person. You're gonna.
Yeah, you wouldn't sleep with a man
Yeah,
you're not attracted to. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that's how I feel.
I would say the same thing. I feel like women, like, once we like mentally check out, it's because we checked out, because we told you so many times. And I think David said that earlier, like I'll go where the attention is, and where we feel that feeling. And I feel like a lot of times guys, I mean, you know, like they see a hot girl or they see someone that looks cute. I mean, obviously, like a one night stand, like, is nothing.
Would you forgive your man after he cheats? Would you forgive him and continue to stay with him?
Let's say
Yeah.
he meets money wise, quality wise, everything else, except he just wanted to have some fun, get his rocks off with somebody different after 3 years. He's 37. Would you go back with him? What's gonna happen? No kids involved yet. What would you do?
I mean, I feel like it's done. Like, I'm saying no, but like I feel like when you're in a situation like that, if you think about it, like your feelings are involved. Like, you've had so many memories with that person. Obviously, it's gonna be harder to walk away, but it's gonna drive you insane. The person, like woman or man, like, because you're gonna be like, what the fuck, like, what's wrong with me? Like, why did this person do this to me? Like, even if y'all were to work it out, you're gonna be insecure. You're always gonna be thinking that in your head, like, dang, like, are they gonna cheat on me? Are they gonna do this? Like, you're not gonna be able to trust them, and like, that's not a way to live. Now, I know people have been able to like work that out, but I just feel like the disrespect's already there. Like you said, kick some rocks.
But you
like
would.
you're gonna do that to me. Like, you're gonna go kick some rocks. Like, I hope
Well,
it was worth it.
But you would be willing to throw that away, just because you.
Well, I hope he got an STD when he got
Oh my God. She's throwing it away.
also, like, he threw it away. Like, you did
No,
that. Like, who
no,
told
but-
you? Like, somebody,
it's not-
somebody, like, they seduced you or what? Like, you want to do that?
But a
It's more on
man.
the
But a
I don't
man's
know, the Latina side's coming out. 'Cause I don't know.
is not compared the same way.
Yeah, they're not the same. They're different.
But if it's somebody that you love, like, why would you do that to them?
Well, we can still love the same person, and we can just go have a little fun and still love you the same way.
But if a girl did that,
Yeah,
that's the end.
No, it's not the same, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's not the same.
I
Y'all get to pick and choose who you have.
Exactly.
I can hit up 10 women right now, and if none of them say yes, I'm screwed. You can hit up 10 men, and they're all most likely gonna say yes. When? What time?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Where's it gonna be at? You want to go eat before? You want to drink after? What is it? Let me know right now. It's easy for y'all. So when it comes easy, it's not respected, and it's so hard for us men to even get a girl to lay down with us. So whenever you say, "Oh, I can't respect you because you did it," well, if I'm in a relationship and I was able to go get another woman, yo, does that not tell you I got some game out here? Or that does that not?
No,
It's not the
You need to
same.
be alone. Like,
but
there's
it's-
no point of us to be
but
alone.
look, you guys want to go into tradition in some kind of way, right?
So y'all trying to justify it?
It's
Cheating?
no.
It's
I mean,
I would say it's completely
look,
justified.
Yeah, 100%. Because tradition tells that from the dawn of time, emperors and kings always had multiple women,
Always.
right? And now we're going into society where it's like, okay, all right, this whole woke movement, this whole feminism movement, it's like, yeah, women empowerment. You know what I'm saying, yeah, absolutely. But look, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? A guy who's a high value man has a ton of options, right? But you girls both said earlier that you would not date an average man. You want someone of value. So what does that come with? A man who has the attention, either carries himself, walks a certain way, you know what I'm saying, carries all these values and these characteristics, he's going to get the attention, you know, and it's up to him. Now, if I was to decide not to cheat, it's because I decide not to cheat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if a female's infidelity comes with emotion, it involves emotion, like you mentioned. So there's the difference. You know, you wouldn't sleep with a man that you're not attracted to, that you don't like. But we can, in the sense that I'm not going to feel anything for this girl.
Absolutely.
So there's no emotion involved.
Nothing.
Right? There's nothing there. But I will make sure that I am going to protect. I am going to provide. I'll take a bullet for you. I'll give you all the money in the world. and I'm still not gonna feel anything for this girl.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, that might as well just us be friends then.
But we
You can give me all of. You can give me all of that, and then you whatever you want to be with.
But why would we give you that if we're just friends?
Well, then why would girls?
Because we
Might
actually
as
have
well
the
just leave it like
option
that.
to express our options. Y'all do it now. But when y'all express those options, y'all aren't just giving, y'all ain't giving the box to every dude you talk to.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Yeah,
picking and
because we
choosing.
respect ourselves. Like, that's the thing. Like, I just feel like with today's society, like, I feel like maybe that's the way we are. Like, we're like so like closed off and we're like so selective, but because of the way things are, like nowadays, you get me? Like, I mean, if we're a whole, like, if we're over here sleeping with everybody on the block, then
well that
like
really
it doesn't
like
make sense. And then we respect ourselves, and then it's like, okay, like, yeah, I know she's a good girl, but I want her, but I still want to be with all these other girls because I think they look good, and because I have game, and I have all this money, and because like what?
Well, a girl who's on the block just giving it up for that. You for the streets at that point.
yeah. And who's got all that, right? You said you went to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You saw yachts and boats and all kinds of
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that man did not struggle to get to where he was?
No, yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
And what does it really take for a woman to end up on his yacht? Just a little DM?
A little DM.
Pay for it.
Y'all didn't pay for it.
It was a group of us. It wasn't like just me by myself.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can pay.
invites you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, look, I'm gonna be honest. I invited to a lot of places in Miami, like a lot of places, but I'm just not driven to that because then a lot of guys feel like they have access to you, like, oh, you're just one of those girls that just wants free stuff or just wants, free everything. But no, I came with my own money. I paid for everything by myself.
It's because a lot of these dudes who've made millions, who has their boat, their house, whatever, most of them do have a wife, right?
No, yeah, definitely.
Most of them do.
Yeah.
And then they have all these girls coming into their boat, and it's all a good time.
It wasn't my first time in Miami, actually. I had gone to Miami 2 years ago, and we rented the boat as well. And there was a guy there, but a group of us, it was like girls and guys.
Yeah.
So I did ask like the captain or whatever, like what he did for a living. And yeah, he told me, he was like, oh yeah, I have my wife, my kids at home. But he was like very focused on just that. Like he didn't pay attention to what was going on in the back.
Yeah.
There was girls half naked, everything, he didn't. So I guess it just depends on the guy, person.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But also another thing I do want to say, because I went to Miami this year too, and I've gone like probably like maybe like twice before this. But like at the end of the day, like that's normal to them. Girls dress over there. I mean, you have to think about it. It's like different ethnicities. Like I feel like the Mexican culture, we're like more reserved.
Yeah.
You get me? But like if you think about Central American women,
Yeah, they're more out
it's
there.
a different type of women or ethnicities over there. So to them, like them showing like, let's say like their boobs or like, showing their butt, like that's normal. A lot of people also, it is one of the places where people go get their bodies done. So very normal.
BBLs.
You said that.
I feel so left out.
Question. There you go. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So you said that you do like the lip injections and everything like that. Has any man ever told you we don't like that?
Never.
Has a man ever told you BBLs? Has a man ever told you he doesn't like when you get your boobs done?
Yeah, I have had a guy tell me that, but I've never had anything done to me. My lips
I
are
didn't say
original.
that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general.
I
because
do,
you
I
do the injection. Like, okay.
No. Yeah. I've had like a lot of guys be like, "Oh my God, don't do that to yourself," or just like, cause I've talked about getting my boobs done, so I was just like to this dude, and he was like, "Oh my God, like it's just like you shouldn't care what anyone thinks about you. Like a girl does things for themselves. It's not for a guy. I promise you, it's never. I mean, there are some girls that do it for men, but majority of the time it's just they feel insecure. They see other women with like they see probably their man or someone like on Instagram. It's a lot of Instagram models with fake boobs, ass, perfect weight.
At that point, it's not for yourself then no more. You're
Yeah,
doing
that's
it.
what I'm
You're
saying.
doing
Like,
it to compete.
yeah.
with
Some
women
girls
that
do
have their
that.
bodies
They
that
compare
look
themselves, to other women. But there's someone who actually genuinely just want to feel good about themselves. Like, not even because of what everyone is doing. It's just to feel good about
It's called
themselves.
just go to the gym and work for it.
That's it.
That's what it's called.
Some people should do that, but a lot of people are just lazy. They don't want to do that. And they have money. So they're like, okay, I got the money. But then also it's kind of stupid if you do get in BBL or whatever and you don't work out, because you're supposed to work out after to
you make
maintain
me,
that.
but see, as a man, you make me not want to take you serious when I know you have that, because I know you're doing it for us. It feels like it's if you're doing it for the attention.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when we know you do that, we're like, okay, you're already put in the category of just recreational use, because we know you're not on that level. You got to think about it. If you're 50 and your girl's 40 and she got a BBL and her boobs done, she's not going to look as good as she did when you first met her when she's 40. Are you kidding me? 40, that's 20 years, 15 years of the body conforming around the injections, the boobs, the implants, everything. It's not going to look good no more. So now, not only is it not good for your body, it doesn't even look appealing to us anymore. That's why we're cheating on you for the other girl, because she doesn't even look good. That's why we're doing what we're doing, and y'all don't even.
To his point, that's why a lot of men go after younger women, right?
That's
because
very true.
Very true, right? And some people are like, yo, that's disgusting. No, it ain't fucking disgusting, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because women
above 18,
absolutely, legal age, yeah, absolutely.
That.
But that's a good point he brings up, right? Because it's like, yeah, at some point, the more you do it, the more it's gonna look. It just your face starts like deforming and all that, and it looks just weird. But I mean, I don't have anything against it. That's cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, absolutely. Because if you want to try to like fix yourself up to look better, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? BBL, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel it's change.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, some women, like, because sometimes I'm going to speak up for the women. Like, I don't have any surgeries done. I've done lips, but that's because, like, I choose to, because I like to do makeup. I like to play with makeup.
Yeah.
But, like, you get me? Like, you don't understand. Like, what if there's someone that's really, really skinny and they've been working so hard to, like, you know, go to the gym and, like, get their dream body? Like, sometimes a lot of the times it's, like, mental. Like, if you have the money, you can get the surgery and, like, you're going to feel good about yourself, then go for it. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong to me personally. Now, like, I've had people tell me, like, oh, like, because of the way your body is, like, you've gotten work done, and I'm like, no, I've never gotten work done. It's like people are always gonna criticize you no matter what. Or I don't know, like, I just think that, because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, that's what I think. Like, let's say a girl that, like, pays so much money for a surgery. Like, why would they pay so much surgery to look good for a guy? That's what I think. Now, if a guy pays for it, that's different. But me personally, like, why would I pay so much money to, like, let's say for me, like, to get a flat stomach? That's something that I would want. You know what's crazy? Like, why would I pay so much to look good for a guy? I'm gonna pay a lot of money so I could wear crop tops, so I could wear, like, cute outfits, so I could take cute pictures, so I can, like, go out and, like, feel the best version of myself, not to go look good for a guy.
I feel like it's deeper. Let's flip it. Let's say I went and got surgery to get abs, nice chest, nice shoulders. How do you feel? Like, how's that gonna be?
BBL just.
Right, you don't
Like, let's say if you just get him down.
Well, let's say
You seen Oscar De La Hoya?
yeah.
He got abs, bro. He got implants. Yeah. Crazy. This shit don't even look
I didn't even
natural.
do that.
But you know it's not real. And the thing is too is you're not gonna take me serious if you see how I look, and then a year or 2 years goes by and you're like, damn, you still look the fucking same. Like, hey, I don't see you going to the gym. I don't see you eating right, and you still look the same. Ain't no way that this is really how you look. There's no way. It's the same concept, flipping it the other way with the woman.
Natural, bro. That's crazy.
No, that does not look nice. That shit looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
Nice 50.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that looks.
He went to Drizzy's doctor.
So,
Y'all think he really got that? I don't think he really got that.
Oh, Lord.
So, I mean, if we're comparing that,
I know he's younger to
Why
next
you
thing. Roger mentioned 9 o'clock, right? So let's wrap it up.
I mean, we should always be rapping.
Last, go for sure. Last thoughts on the show. What you guys think? First time.
Honestly, I feel like good because y'all open my mind to different things.
Okay.
I like seeing a guy perspective, especially because you guys are a little bit older than like the type that I usually date. So it's just like it's really good. Like
She called us old.
No, I'm not calling y'all old.
I
I
feel
swear to no, y'all are not old at all. Okay, that's not what I said. But I like hearing other people's perspectives on like relationships and life and just that. So I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful that you messaged me to be here. So thank you.
What about you?
Nice to be on here. like to hear. No, yeah, I like to hear different perspectives for sure. I feel like, I mean, it's good to hear everybody's like point of view, and it opens you to like different like things in the world. So yeah, I'm really thankful that I was able to talk to you guys.
Both of y'all, like honestly.
Yeah.
So nervous.
And I think that really like let's have one last shot before we do.
Job, so
Absolutely.
don't be nervous the next time. You'll come on.
I don't know. I just get nervous. Like last time I couldn't sleep.
You can't get nervous.
What was the topic about last time?
Last time it was all about her.
Oh, it was all. I need to watch this. I need to.
Let's go.
Real.
Yeah.
All right,
So guys, one last shot.
one last shot. Let's do it.
This is yours. Where am I tripping?
No, you got the double cup.
No, I
You
know,
got
but whose is this?
you got-
Because
you-
it's pink. It's
Sorry, but-
mixed or something.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a look.
What's
Mine
your?
has lipstick stains all over.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I don't want a lot, bro. You gave me a lot last time.
My bad. I think I gave her.
No, it wasn't a lot.
If you
Okay, yeah.
For real. What did you-
nothing, bro. Oh, you gave me nothing. It's literally
In the apple juice box.
more, bro. You're literally okay. That's fine.
Where's yours?
Right here.
This one.
Here.
Oh, you mix it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you just sipping a little bit.
For real.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, let's get his.
Bird.
Yeah,
Live stream completed.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on.
yeah. Accomplished.
Yo, hey, shout out to the producers, man.
Love y'all.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, cheers.
He wanted to take a shot. The apple juice.
You want a shot?
I
Oh.
didn't see you.
No, that's what we're driving.
Oh. I don't know started drinking.
Yeah, but you know what?
I Ubered here actually.
Oh, you did?
I Ubered here for this reason because I was like, I already know, and I don't drink and drive. Because
Oh, you're so responsible.
it's my last car, I crashed.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Oh. At least you're learning from your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. But now I do it.
Oh,
Yeah, we're still live.
we're still live. Hey.
Oh shit.
Cut us out.
All right, appreciate you guys for checking.
Hold on.
All right, appreciate you guys for tuning in to another the first episode of Open Discussions. Thank you, Lolly.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lolly. Hand it off to my boy Ariel.
Yo, hey, piggyback off of what David said. Thank you guys for tuning in. First episode, we'll be back on next Thursday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you for our guests coming in, trusting us that this was going to be a good ride. It was going to be a good show. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Hey, real quick. Thursday, guys.
Every Thursday.
Every single freaking Thursday, we are here. Check us out.